Hey, this is a level 3 alto saxophone solo and baritone sax solo too, actually. It's called A Vintage Dance by Gustav Lange, I think is how you say it. It's marked Allegro scherzando at the very beginning. Scherzando, a small scherzo. A scherzo is a musical joke, usually in triple time. Would be the actual tempo here. This one's in the key of C major, so watch out, saxes. You don't have any F sharps in this. All your Fs are going to be natural. First finger there, of course, remember. Except, of course, when they're marked F sharp. There are a couple of them marked F sharp, but most of them are F natural in this song. I'm going to take you through the different parts of this, some of them kind of slowly because I can't do it technically on the sax, but you're going to be able to work it up to get to the actual tempo. I would shoot for eventually something like 1, 2, and 3, dum, bum, bum, 1, 2, and 3, bum, bum, bum. Remember, we aren't 3/8 time here, so 3 beats in a measure, and the 16th notes are now like 8th notes. They're really just 1 and 2 and 3 and. So the 8th notes now get a whole beat, and the 16th notes get half a beat each. So it's not quite as scary as it looks like it is on the page. For instance, at the very beginning. A little squeak there at the end, of course. In this one, like I said, you are in the key of C major, so I would definitely make that one of your Nisma's solo scales. You've got, to get really used to playing that low C down here, the bottom key, of course, the F natural in the C scale. I would also try to play that high C scale too, starting here. That's kind of more the range of the actual song, so if you want to play it up there, you can. Okay. Let's see. So like I said right at the beginning, you can hear where I'm having a little trouble there, right on the second line, the first measure of the second line. Lots of staccatos in this one. Watch out for the slurs, of course, too. And then when it changes a little bit, the melody changes down kind of on the third line where it says mezzo forte. Couple things here. There is an F sharp on the end of the third line. Be careful about that. The first note on the fourth line is a G sharp. It kind of got cut off on my copy here. There's a hole punched through the sharp sign. So be careful about that. That is the G sharp. So 3 fingers here plus your, what I call your football key here, the one that looks a little bit like a football. It's really called the G sharp key. So for instance, on the third line down, that's fairly easy. Then you get to this forte part. There are some weird notes here. Be careful. The high D there, remember, is your thumb key in the back, your octave key, plus the first palm key right here. This third one right down here, you can see. Okay, the high D. So we've got D, C sharp, no fingers, but your thumb key for the high C sharp. D, C sharp, D, B, G, and then C, B, C, A, E, B, A sharp, B, G, D. The A sharp there, remember, is the same as B flat. There are a couple different ways to play B flat on the sax. In this case, I'd suggest that going from the B to the A sharp by putting down your first finger over here is the easiest, because you've got to do B, A sharp, B, G, D. So I think da 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 is fairly easy to do instead of this one right here or instead of the bis key. Then we get to that last little part, and it's just kind of scales there for a little while. So let me start. I'm going to take it slow. I'm going to start on the end of the fourth line down, that forte measure on the end of the fourth line. And then you get back into the original stuff there. Again, you're going to want to make that go faster, but da 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 and all that kind of thing. I'm going to call this part 1 of Vintage Dance and do the second page on a different video, just because I need to practice it some more first. So just be careful. Going on to the second page, we do have B flats on the second page for the first 3 lines at least. Then when we get to 71, it's really the same material as you had at the beginning, with a couple of variations toward the end. So this is kind of a big A, B, A kind of song. The part we just covered, the first page, would be the first A section. So see the next video for more information on the B section.